Welcome to a Halloween special. This is obviously going to come out before Halloween, but I hear that this is somewhat of a horror game. So we're going to get into it. We may not even get to the horror aspect of the game until a future video, but we are going to try it out. We're going to start it. And if you want to see more, please put in the comments below. I'm very excited to try this game out, and I hope you're as excited as I am to play and watch me play. Wait, what? Anyway, let's go. New game. All characters in the game are over the age of 18. Okay, game. Okay, whatever you say. That's a little sus. This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a positive experience playing this game. Would you like to review detailed content warnings, which contain spoilers? No! Let's just play the game. By playing Doki Literature Club, you agree that you have noted the game's age rating in your region and your consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content. I agree. This is very cutesy, very demure for this warning coming up. This game is not suitable for children or those that are easily disturbed. Thank you. Oh my god. I'm a freaking dance. Enter your name. Okay. We're gonna go with T. No, I wanted to actually go with Thomas. Thomas. Yes, that's me. Let's go. Maybe I should have created a name. Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she just totally doesn't care. That girl is Sayori. Sayori? Sayori. The girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Ha! Ha! I overslept again! But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Thomas. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Samori. Why do I keep saying her name wrong? Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the street becomes increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Thomas, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of the many conversations where I dismissingly go along with whatever she's got going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or even have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. All right. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess. I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Sir, why do you keep complaining about her? She's obviously your friend. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants... I'm gonna call her Say. Say wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Say? Say must have come into the class while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait for me. It's going to... Wait. You don't have to wait for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Say. Yeah? There is no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Say is the vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had an interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure that she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in the literature is guaranteed to even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I'd bring in a new member, and Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can tell if Sei is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to the plan of all this out. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sei across the school and upstairs, a section of school I rarely visit. Sei, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sei always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Girl 2's gonna sound like that. Way to kill the atmosphere. I don't know. Hey, Thomas! What a nice surprise! Welcome to the club! All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. Okay, that's not okay. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sei. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sei says that quietly into my ear. She turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy, and this is Yuri, the smartest of the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sei or Natsuki. Hey, well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica. Is that right? That's right. That's great to see you again, Thomas. Monica smiles sweetly. We know each other well. We rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Thomas. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I'm a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sei mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sari. Sayori? Sayori. So I'm going to call her Sari now. Natsuki and Yuri walked up to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a sit next to Sayori. Sayori, I'm going to get this. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute. Wait. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica, I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. What? Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything? I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe, but not for you, you dummy. All right. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places the teacup in front of each one of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teachers give us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Hey, don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not. Insulted Yuri looks away. I meant that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I couldn't tell Monica that I practically was dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined the club yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. Well, we'll make sure that you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Wait. Aw, damn it. I was doing Monica was the deep one, right? No, she wasn't. I'm right. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you the leader of the debate club last year? Well, to be honest, I can't stand all this politics around the major clubs. Damn it, I don't remember which character was which now. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into the literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica's really a great leader. Yeah. I'm right then. Yuri also nods in agreement. No, I was wrong. Monica's the one we already knew, so she was the one with the hello, I want this. So I'm sorry about that. I completely butchered this whole video. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You can't put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting all of the little effort into something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events like festivals that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah, we'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such great girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they're all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I could keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Thomas, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read the past few years, I don't really have a good way to answering that. Manga? I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking, after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, you see... Yuri traces the rim of the teacup with her fingers. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and telling a good story is such a foreign world and equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment that I walked in, but it's obvious by the way that her eyes lit up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But, I like a lot of things. Stories with the deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately gasped something I could relate at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
I hate horror.
What? Why is that?
Well,
Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second.
Never mind.
That's right. You usually like to write down about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
What? What gives you that idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called
Don't say it out loud and give that back.
Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just a little cute as you are. Sayori sittles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders.
I'm not cute.
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share some sometime?
No.
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Not very confident writer yet. You understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open to the readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart.
Do you have a writing experience, Yuri?
Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. I wanted to read someone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look questionably at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think we could It will help us get a little bit more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Thomas? Monica smiles warmly at me. Once again, hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back in the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join the club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All 4 girls stare at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought... Thomas, you all... I'm defensively against these girls. How am I supposed to make clear-headed decisions when it's like this? That is, if writing the poem is the price that I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls, right. Okay, I decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really don't scare me for a moment.
If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed.
That would make it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring the next meeting, so we all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Thomas, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class, star Monica, with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside of me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clear up their food. Hey, Thomas, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay. With that, the two of us depart in the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 4 girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I just need to make the most of the circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. This has been crazy so far. There's been a lot of me speaking because of the dialogue in the show, or in the game rather. So I just want to take the time to tell you thank you for watching this video. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you do end up liking it, all that kind of stuff. I'm sorry that I did mess up some of the voices, and if you're cool with these voices now, please let me know if you want me to change it. I really feel like the deep voice and the British or Australian voice, like all of it is gonna work out okay, I think. But whatever. Thank you for being here. Let's continue on. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club members will like. Sometimes something good might happen with whoever likes the poem the most. Okay, so I want to do... history. Okay. I like promise. I like embrace. Nibble. We'll do nibble. Let's do bouncy. Wonderful. Waterfall. Frightening. Fireflies. Pure. Pleasure. Heaven sent. Spinning. Adventure. Amazing. Extraordinary. Papa? Absolutely not. Bliss. Vanilla. Vivid. Passion. Daydream. Sparkle. Hop. Flea, cheeks, explode. I like explode. And puppy. Let's see what happens. Are we gonna actually see the poem? Because that'd be awesome.
Hi again, Thomas. Glad to see you didn't run away on us.
Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out.
Thanks for keeping your promise, Thomas.
No.
Hello.
Oh, nope.
Thanks for keeping your promise, Thomas. I hope this isn't too overwhelming for the commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it?
Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. Zari told me he didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps a manga collection in her club room.
Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga
Manga is literature.
swiftly defeated. Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Thomas always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with his busy work without even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room.
How dependable.
Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. You always set your house on fire, and you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so?
You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous.
Oh, how come? You and Thomas can become good friends too. Sorry. As usually, Sayori seems oblivious in the weird situation she just put me into. Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori? Me? Not really. Don't be shy.
It's really nothing.
What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like it was a big deal when it really is not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what.
Is that so?
Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be.
Alright.
Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought that you might enjoy. It's a short read, and so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much? Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book.
Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some schedule activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. I can't help but notice that her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Are we in the closet now? Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slump down on the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I closed my eyes, ended up listening to Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though.
Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. This problem is that the idea of literature club sounds too intellectual. But it's not like that at all, We just need a way of showing that everyone something that speaks to the creative minds.
That doesn't solve the problem, though.
What? What do you mean?
Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come to the place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we could do things like speak to the creative minds. What's this? Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this.
Huh? That's a good point. In that case, do you think the food will do the trick?
What kind?
Well, I guess we could.
Cupcakes.
Oh, good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that.
You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That would work out perfectly.
That wasn't why you suggested it?
Cupcakes speak to the creative tummy.
Cupcakes it is then.
I'm hungry.
Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself.
I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self, but there lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding a motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things that make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Huh? I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, we're gonna have less time for anime, you know? You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see Monica overhead. It's true, though. Yeah. I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's the problem. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori. It's written all over you. Sayori glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You are clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. It's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I try to wipe it off the stain with my finger, but nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori? Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. Dude, my character is an asshole. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it has to be to have a friend who does these kind of things. Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. What? Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one button so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs have gotten bigger again. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now, so... why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer button up like that? But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew, that's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. So if you keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he couldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all those embarrassing things. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little bit earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better taking care of each other than we are taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so. You maybe should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. But I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes.
Okay, everyone.
No, that's not right.
Okay, everyone.
Eh? Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Thomas, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I fail to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write the poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is on the wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers on a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Whew! Alright, who should I show my poem to first? I don't freaking care. Should we do Natsuki? Yuri or Monica? I think we should do it with Sayori, because we would probably be the most comfortable with her, right? I don't know. Let's just try that. I'm definitely the most comfortable sharing with Sayori first. Yeah, she's my good friend after all. Makes sense. Oh my goodness. This is so good, Thomas. Eh? I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what it's like, what I like either. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little bit more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Eh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of people, you know? So, when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's a Thomas poem. And that makes it real extra special. Like, I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy that you just wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the classroom. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Thomas. Deep down, you're not selfish after all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of the motives here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined, knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be a way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. The way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed. Making me rub that sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Sayori, this is just a guess, but Did you wait until the morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how could I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school? It's bad to skip breakfast? I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. Eh? This is so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Thor, you good, bro? Who should I show my poem to next?
I don't know.
Oh. We'll do one more for this episode, and then we'll continue on after that. How about that? Let's do Natsuki.
Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you.
That's a little blunt.
Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions.
So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste. Do you want
To get smacked.
I'll pass. Sorry.
Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try, but that's about it. Yeah, I told you that it wasn't gonna like it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am.
Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well,
Because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all about sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously.
but it isn't the point of the poems for people to express themselves? But isn't it the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do things that could really be disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing, why do I keep changing it to deeper? But the other nice things about simple writing is that it puts more weight onto the wordplay. Like, I set up a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps me brings out the best feeling in the last line.
So you did. I guess more went into that than I realized.
That's what I meant to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Yeah, I think we're gonna end this here. I've thoroughly enjoyed this, and I think that it's gonna take a crazy turn after this episode. So if you want to see more, please leave in the comments below. Thank you so much for being here, and as always, I will see you next time. Goodbye.